All right, in this video, we are going to begin by creating an HTML template. When you create a template, you can use that template, so all the structure and the styles in it, use that to create a new page. So think of it as sort of like a cookie cutter, okay? All right, so let's begin by going to Dreamweaver, and you still have your site open, right? The Boss Temp site. So now you're going to go File, New, New Document, HTML Template. Okay, and then you go Create. All right, so here it's got, some kind of starter markup created for you. You have your basic document structure here. The template file kind of looks just like an HTML file, all right? So you have your doc type here, you have your HTML tag here, you have your head tag, and then you have your body there, all right? So you notice something in here called template begin editable, name, doc title. So from here, this purple line of code here, that begins your editable region. So when you use this as a template, whatever is in here between this and this, that's going to be editable. That's an editable region. Okay? But everything else won't be editable. All right, so let's begin by going into the body. And what I like to do is I like to insert a header. So I want the header to be the same on every page. So let's go insert a header. Yep. And I'm going to go OK. And I'm going to say Boss Furniture. Okay, so that would be my header. Maybe I want to put that in an H1 tag. All right, next I'm going to have a nav section. So I can also just go to my insert here, my insert panel here, and enter nav. Okay. And inside a nav, I'm going to have some links, okay? But I can add that later on. Right now, I'm just going to write home, products, collections, and what was the other one? Collections and our story. Okay, and then I'll make that into links in just a little while, okay? And then after that, after nav, I'm going to have a main section. So insert that, main section. Okay, so content, all the content that's different is gonna go in here. Then after that, I'll have a footer. There you go. And I'll say created by Yin 2022. Or maybe I'll just leave the date out and say created by Yin for, there we go, for Boss. Okay. All right. So let's leave that there. So the only section that I want to be editable in the body is going to be the main. Okay, so I'm going to select that here and go, I wonder if I can do it here. Insert editable region is what I like to do. I don't see the option here, my insert panel, so there we go. I'm going to go to templates, there we go. So I'm going to insert editable region here. Okay, and I'm going to call this main content. Okay. So right here is going to be the editable region, anything inside of main. All right, so the next thing I want to do is probably add some CSS, right? Because right now it probably looks really plain. So for body, I'm going to go to CSS Designer. I'm going to add a source first. Okay, create a new CSS file. I'm going to browse to where I want that. Okay, so it should be in the boss temp main directory, right? And then I'm going to double click on there, write style, and create that. Save. Oh, okay. It says to make a document relative path, your document should be saved first. Okay. So I'm going to cancel then because I don't want some strange, link in there. So I'm going to go File, Save. Okay. And save as template. So I'm going to save this as temp1. And I'm going to go Save. And let's go see in Files what happens. Okay. So when I do that, a templates folder is automatically created for me. All right, so, and in it, I've saved temp1.dwt, meaning Dreamweaver template. All right, so now I can go save a CSS file. So create a new CSS file. I went to CSS Designer, I went to the plus sign here, and create a new CSS file. So I'm going to, again, do all those steps again, browse. Okay, so I should have that CSS folder already created, and it's right now pointing in there. Okay, so if you're not there, just make sure you have a CSS folder. You double click inside of the CSS folder, and you go Style, okay, and Save, and link. All right, so now there's a link to my CSS file. Next, I would like to add selector, so body, perfect. Go to properties and add properties. I want some background color, Misty Rose. You can choose whatever color you like. And I'm also going to add font family. It's going to be Arial. And I'm also going to add font size is going to be 10, and want some padding inside my body. Okay, padding is going to be 10 pixels. All right, so I'm gonna also go to header now. So for header, I also like to maybe, there we go, body header. Go to properties and add properties for body header. And I also want to have padding here of maybe 20 pixels. And I also want background color for my header. Okay, maybe white. All right, so nav, I would also like to change that to add selectors. So nav, properties plus. Okay, so I also want to have nav to have a padding of 20 pixels. Okay, and more, maybe the background color is going to be white smoke. Okay. All right, so there we go. And then the footer, oh, one more. And then you can also add the footer. So I'll let you finish off with all the different styles in here. And then in the next video, I'm going to show you how you can create a new file